A van and not an RV, okay? If you're living full-time in a vehicle, wouldn't you want an RV? It's got more room, it's a little more comfortable, you can stand up. A van like this, a cargo van, you can't even stand up in. You know, a lot of times, yeah, you got to be on your knees to wash your hands or do anything because you can't even stand up in the vehicle. And even if you could stand up, there ain't nowhere to walk because it's only about 50 square feet. It's a van, you know. Okay, so you know, I wrote down here on my notes here. I've listed. I thought this out here to make this video. So, okay, why a van and not an RV? Number one reason is a van fits in a standard parking space. Now that is probably the number one. I've got a lot of, but that's probably really up there. Now you think a van. Now if I went bigger than this van, say I got a trailer, a camper trailer. Let's say, I already know it's a bad idea. That's why I'm not doing it. But say I said, well, if I got a 22-foot travel trailer, I would be so much more comfortable. Now where are you going to park the dang thing? Okay. Everybody's doing something different out here. For my lifestyle, how I live in a van, I need to be in cities to do food delivery and stuff. I don't want to be towing a dang trailer all over. Where the heck are you going to park it? You know, yeah, I'm here at this rest stop right now, but you know, yeah, a lot of times I'm just parked on the side of the road or something. Where the heck are you going to park out in, or a big motorhome, a 40-foot motorhome or 45-foot motorhome or a big converted bus or something, and you're going to go park up Quartzsite, Arizona on BLM land? Well, that's fine because you got all the room in the world. You can park, you know, as big a vehicle as you can drive, as you're comfortable with. You can go park out there and then you're parked, or RV parks or something that can accommodate larger vehicles. I'm not doing RV parks. I'm not doing any of that. I just do urban street, you know, camping type stuff, free stuff, and not national. I do go to national parks and things, but that's not a majority of my, you know, my van life. So, you know, most of it is being in cities because I need to be able to make money doing food delivery right now. So being in and around cities a majority of the time. So cities become more and more and more congested. There's just always more traffic, more restricted parking. It seems like everywhere they're just restricting the parking even more and more and more. Not just ordinances against RVs and stuff, but just restricting the parking, 2-hour parking, this, that. Now, the further you move away from a city center, like a downtown area, the further you go out a few blocks, even sometimes just a few blocks, but then you'll see it's still congested, especially in a major city. Where a van, you can still fit in a standard parking spot. So you're not too wide like an RV where you're going to be sticking way out in the road, and you're not too big overall to park somewhere. So as cities are more congested and having to be in and around cities, that's why that's what's great about a cargo van is it just fits in a standard parking space, and it's easy to drive around the city. It's good on fuel mileage, easy on maintenance for the most part, and that you know, gives me enough comfort and enough room to be comfortable for what I need to do. So I don't want to go bigger to a bigger vehicle. Okay, so that's it for this, for what I've got for this video. This is just kind of like a why I live in a vehicle and a van specifically, and a van why I didn't get an RV, for people who are curious, and kind of, you know, my thoughts, you know, on the subject of why I bought a cargo van. Because I could have bought, when I bought this van 7 years ago, I could have bought an RV. And you say, well, why didn't you buy an RV? Why a cargo van? That just doesn't seem to make sense. So I hope now I make sense to people, after having lived in a lot of different vehicles, why I chose a cargo van. So if this is interesting to you, urban camping, van living and traveling, look at the rest of my series, hit subscribe,